Alright, yo, what's up guys? God Johnson here, but you guys can call me Seth. Today we are doing the numerology series. This is episode 1, so that means we'll be covering Life Path number 1. If you're a Life Path number 1, welcome. If you're not a Life Path number 1, still welcome. This should be very interesting. We're going to cover what it means to be a Life Path number 1, what is a Life Path number, and the extraordinary gifts you might possess as a Life Path number 1. Let's get into it.
Every once in a while, a revolutionary product comes along that changes everything. And Apple has been, well, first of all, one's very fortunate if you get to work on just one of these in your career.
I have the pleasure to present to you Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr.
One out that you like. Cheat, can you hold my right wrist with your left hand? And LeBron, can you hold my left wrist with your right hand? This is so I cannot do sleight of hand. Fair? You'll give me mobility, but just don't let go. It's like I have handcuffs on. My hands are held. If I squeeze the deck, look, first I get rid of the clubs, then I get rid of the hearts, then I get rid of the spades. What? See, the whole deck disappears.
Alright, I hope you guys have enjoyed your grand introduction. It was pretty fire. Those were the Life Path number 1s and a little bit about what they're about, but not too much because we're going to talk about that. But what is a Life Path number? A Life Path number is like what your soul, like the gifts and abilities your soul decided you would need to accomplish your life purpose here. Now, what your life purpose is, I feel like that's more like your soul urge number because that goes a little deeper. But yeah, I feel like your Life Path number is just like the gifts and abilities your soul thought you would need or knew you would need to be able to handle this life and fulfill your purpose. So what are those abilities for the Life Path number 1? We got some notes here. I'm gonna just list off a few traits. First one is originality. So your soul decided that you would need to be original in this life so that you can bring something different to the world, bring change. That's why I labeled y'all the Game Changers. That's one of the labels among many. It's very difficult to pinpoint exactly what the Life Path number 1 entails, but Game Changer is definitely one of the titles because any arena you guys step into, you guys are going to have a flair of uniqueness, creativity, and originality in it because you guys don't like to be in a box. That's one of you guys' main things is regardless of what you guys do, you don't want to be the same. You don't like to be compared to people. If you don't care about that, you probably want to be the best in that arena. Either want to be the best, the most unique, most creative, something like that. But there is like that competitive nature, that competitive drive that you have in regards to, well, anything. But anyway, so originality. Next is energy. Now, when I say energy, I don't mean like being hyper energetic. That could be some of your traits, but I feel like that's more directed towards a 3 or 5. Those, especially 5s. 5s are extremely energetic, I've noticed, especially if you have 3 energy in your chart. But yeah, so energetic, or energy is a trait I put. Energy, meaning you guys you have a lot of pushing power. You have a lot of pushing power and drive, and you can either be somebody who's very receptive to energy and can handle receiving a lot of different energy, that could show up as like you being able to just constantly be on the move all the time. You've got a big stamina bar. You can constantly be on the move all the time, partying, moving a lot, handling a lot of business deals, constantly interacting with people. And there are a lot of people that get drained from social interaction and stuff. You might be one of those people, because you could be like the flip side of this energy, where it's like you just are very receptive to energy in a more empathic way, where you can receive a lot of it, but you don't necessarily exude it a lot. Stuff like that. But yeah, so I put energy because of your pushing power and your ability to keep going. Because as number 1s, you guys have to have an ability to get things done. That's why y'all are here, to get things done. And you need a lot of pushing power, stubbornness, a lot to get what you guys are here to get done. So, originality, creativity, energy, and creativity. Creativity kind of plays in with originality a bit, but you guys are very creative. I would say weird too. Maybe like just as people and the way you guys express yourself, but that could be like a part of like the out of the box thingy. Like here's an example.
Dale McGrew isn't here yet, but why don't we go ahead and start?
I'm sure he'll be here any minute.
All right, listen up. As you know, profits are way down, and it looks like we have a long road ahead of us. This quarter, we're going to focus on earnings.
Hey, sorry I'm late, gang. Traffic on the Jensen overchange is just nuts. So, I apologize.
It's pretty weird. But yeah, you guys have a weird way about you, but it's only weird because it's original, unique, and out of the box. So it feels weird because people aren't used to that. So you guys could have a weird way of expressing yourselves. Next, drive. We did talk about drive a bit, which that goes into the energy. You guys have a drive to get things done, and I say stubbornness because you guys need that hard hat in your life. You guys probably, if you came here to be out of the box, be different, creative, and innovative, like I said, it could come off as weird to people because they're not used to what you came here to bring. And because they're not used to it, there might be a lot of objections to what you're here to bring. If your personality is too, this is the right word, rambunctious, people might be against it. Like, hey, chill out, bro, chill out. You know what I'm saying? They might be against a lot of what you're here to represent. But you kind of need a hard hat for the work you're going to be doing here. So you need to have that stubbornness to say, okay, no, this is my idea, this is my dream, I'm going to follow with it. Like you guys just have some core motivation that allows you guys to keep going and push past many obstacles. You guys are a very strong number, but it's just 1. You don't think it's that strong until you go against it. Anyway, all right, so now we've got, I already put weird on here, I already covered weird. Powerful, that goes with energy, and that also goes with you guys' pushing force, and your ability to overcome obstacles, even if those obstacles are people like your family, your friends, everybody around you. But if you guys have to stand for what you guys believe in, your ideas, your dreams. You guys are here to stand for something, change something, and it's not easy to be here changing something and standing for something, especially when it feels like you're alone. So I'd recommend, we'll get into the advice later, but I'd recommend finding some good people that can understand what it is even if they don't understand the full vision, just understand and trust. You know, you guys are also leaders. You guys have to have some people around you that can trust the direction you're leading them. Because there's a difference between leaders and bosses. You guys are more leaders because you walk the path nobody has walked yet, and people follow you.
And I think that's what my running was all about. I had run for 3 years, 2 months, 14 days, and 16 hours.
Quiet, he's gonna say something.
I'm pretty tired. Think I'll go home now.
Leaders walk the path with you. Bosses tell you where to go. Go there, do this, do that. And then you're like, have you done it before? I mean, you're paying me, so maybe you've done it before. But leaders, they show you. They show you where to go. Anyway, all right, so now we've got humor. Life Path number ones are amongst the funniest of the Life Path numbers. You guys have a lot of comedians, and I think you guys choose the path of comedians because it's out of the box. A lot of comedians like that approach. They like that shock factor in comedy of saying something that you're not typically supposed to say, just breaking the boundaries of what's okay to say and flipping it into humor and adding charm to it. So you guys will have a lot of comedians as Life Path number ones because comedy, you get outside the box. So yeah, it literally, you can break any boundary, it seems, in comedy if you put it in the right package. You might get once again, some hate for it and stuff like that, but you guys have just got that pushing power and confidence to get past, and something at the core. It's something at the core that helps you guys get through adversity. So you guys are funny, and that humor helps you guys put these out of the box things in a pretty box, but it's your own box or something. Anyway, all right, so bravery, yeah, that goes with you guys' pushing power. You guys are very brave and bold in the things you guys decide to do in life. There are many other cop-out options. You guys can easier things in life to do, but you guys decide to tackle maybe the most difficult things in the most difficult ways. Not the most difficult ways, but in you guys' own way. And people will be like, yo, this is like a path right here, it's an easier path, but they don't see the direction you're trying to go fully.
I wanted to get your perspective. It's something that everyone's been talking about, and rightfully so the last year, how much things are changing for women now. And you came up in this era that was quite different for a woman in comedy.
Back in the covered wagon days, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was different. See, when I was going to do my show, I had a contract with CBS, which was very unusual, that said that if I wanted to push the button, they would have to put on an hour comedy variety show with me for 30 shows.
Oh, wow.
And then I decided to push the button. And when I called them to say, you know, I want to do that, they said, what are you talking about? They'd forgotten about that contract.
Now, why did they not want you, an incredible comedian, to do comedy variety?
Well, when I said I want to do that show, they said, oh, well, Carol, you know, comedy variety is a man's game.
Oh.
Said it's Jackie Gleason, it's Sid Caesar, now it was Dean Martin. And the vice president that I was talking to said, you know, Carol, it's not for you gals. Wow. He said, but we have this great sitcom we'd love you to do called Here's Agnes. Can you picture it? Here's Agnes.
No, wait a minute. I got offered that same sitcom. Yeah.
You know, and even if you guys feel like you might not have all these traits yet, this is what you're here to develop and grow in this life. So it's like your spirit or God, whatever, is like dropping those little elements that you'll need so you can collect them, put them in your bag. So if you're not there yet, you're moving towards it. If you say, okay, well, I'm not necessarily that original, I'm not necessarily driven, hard-headed yet, I really do care a lot about what people think about me, you're experiencing that to overcome that and find, I don't know what it is, but that core value that allows you to get past these things. And the next trait is no f***s given.
Did you really smash up that executive's record, the record executive's office?
Yeah, I did. That's the best.
You still feel good about that?
I feel good about that, man. I do. You know, I mean...
If you could bring one artist, past or present, on stage with you,
who would it be and why? I would probably bring Jimi Hendrix on stage, and I would just sit back and shut the fuck up.
Some Life Path number ones I've seen, they just don't give a fuck. And that portrays as like being brave and bold, because they've acquired something in life that allows them to have that energy of, I'm gonna just be me, I'm gonna do what I wanna do, and that's what it is. That's what it is. So that's very fire. And the next one is self-confidence, and the last one is fearlessness, which also goes into the no fucks. So that's very cool to have all these traits. What you guys will use them for, we'll cover that in the Life Path, the Soul Age number. We'll make sure I'm still filming. Yeah, we good. But yeah, so we'll cover a bit more of that in the Soul Age number. We'll try to do combination stuff like that, but we'll cover it here. Let's talk about some careers you guys might have as Life Path number ones. I put anything that will allow them to be competitive, innovative, different. Different, cool, bring change, do something different, or lead. So anything like that brings out that competitive spirit, allows you to express your innovativeness, take your own direction in life, anything like that. And some of the things I put are comedian, athlete, because competitiveness in comedies, you get outside of the box, you know what I'm saying? Inventor, artist, fashion designer. I noticed like some of you guys, your Life Path number ones, will have a very interesting sense of fashion. Definitely unique, definitely different. So that's why I say fashion designer. Because like, what's more out of the box than literally walking around your daily life in a different way? Like just the shit you wear, the energy you carry is just different, just unique, just creative. And then I put actor and singer. Now, actor, I could see you guys being actors, just because like you can embody a lot of different weird roles and stuff. I keep saying weird, but that's the best way. It's not weird, really. It's out of the box. But a lot of people describe it as weird, but it's a good thing. It's like a good type of weird, because it's like creative and different and original, things of that nature. So you guys will definitely enjoy like anything that makes you feel like you're out of the box and different. Like you might not be the most out of the box person, but you might notice like you might be into esoteric, mystical concepts just because the box you were in is different, like isn't really cool with that. Isn't really cool with that. So like if you grew up in a family that's extremely religious and they're like, oh, don't do stuff like tarot and numerology and astrology, don't do none of that, you might be like, oh, I have an interest in that, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be like the black sheep of the family. So that type of stuff like that, even if it's not like career wise, just in the way you typically operate, because that's what you're here to do. You're here to shake shit up, change the game. So let's see, we got careers covered, and then I put regardless of what you decide to do, they do it differently. Regardless, if you guys decide to be a basketball player, y'all gonna come and be different. Like with Magic Johnson, he was in the intro. He was, I think, like the tallest point guard ever, and he really played it like a point guard. Like he was like 6'9", but he didn't play like a big man. He played like a point guard, which is weird, which is different, which is unique. So, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty neat. And then singer, you might have an interesting voice. You could just be like a normal, oh, I'm a good singer, I'm a very good singer, you know what I'm saying? Or you could be like a singer that has a very unique voice and very unique way about doing it. Like Lady Gaga has a unique voice. Like she can sing like what's the normal standard of singing good, but she can also sing weird, but like it's cool. Like most of her biggest songs, it's like an interesting, different style of singing. And Shakira, she definitely has an interesting setup here. But you know what I'm saying, they've changed the standard of what is considered good. Once again, change the game. It's getting a little dark and it's a little hot out here, but yeah, we almost we're moving here. I bet. So let's see. Yeah, they like stuff that lets them out of the box. Advice I put on here: be open to advice. Okay, be open to advice. As Life Path number ones, you guys do have to have that resilience and that hard-headedness but that can sometimes translate as not taking advice from anybody, because you might be not on the defensive, but you have to like know when not to take words from people and keep going with your dream, and when also to take advice from some people. Let me make sure it's not ultra dark, because I'm a dark-skinned man. Oh, it's pretty dark. It's pretty dark. Oh my God. It's pretty dark. Let me see here. It is mildly dark, and I'm a dark-skinned man, but you guys can hear the information, I hope. Oh, my camera's about to fall here. Yeah, it's not going to be focusing on... Oh, sheesh. Alright, hang on. Alright, we just got to leave it here and just keep it going. Let me scoot closer to make sure you guys can at least hear me. But yeah, so like I said, like, be open to advice. You have to have a balance between being receptive to advice and also being able to flush out the criticism and like the negative, so you can keep going with your purpose. So it's a balance, but you guys learn that with time and stuff like that. It really just depends on the circle you grew up with. But either way, there's going to be stubbornness in the journey. Alright, so, and it says, do things that help you to believe in yourself. Yeah, so this is advice for the people that feel like they might not have all these traits of being resilient, self-confident. Find things that help you to believe in yourself more. You know, find those things, follow those things. I still don't know exactly how y'all get this confidence. I don't need to know. I'm not a life path number one, I don't think. I want you guys to guess my number. Yeah, guess my number. But anyway, yeah, you guys have like, well, I guess 13 or 12 episodes to discover it. So anyway, yeah. So find things that help you to believe in yourself more, because you guys' self-confidence is very important. Number one is about the self. So you guys need to build that up, because you guys got some shit y'all are carrying. It's like it's a big thing in like a small package, you know what I'm saying? Y'all carrying a lot of stuff. You're like, how is this thing carry? How are they doing all this? How are they carrying all of what they got in this package? It's, I don't know, beats me. But yeah, let's see, and and I said, and if you have an idea, dream, or something, follow it. If you have a burning desire to do something, regardless of the obstacles, you got to keep going with it. Your soul is not gonna let you do it because it said, yo, brother, or sister, I dropped you here with this. You got to carry this, but I'm gonna give you the stuff to handle it. All right, so that you got what you need to get it done, but you just got to do it, man. It might be a little difficult, but you got it. All right, now let's see. Yeah, I said, even if people don't believe in you or see your vision or understand what you're trying to do, you have to do it. You know, because you came here with a seed only you know how to nurture. You know, a tree only you know how to plant. So you got to do it. You can't be relying too much, or, okay, I have this idea. If people don't believe in it, I'm not going to follow with it. You can't be too reliant on other people to fulfill your vision and your need. I really hope you guys can hear me. This is important. Anyway, yeah, so, let's see. Yep, alright, and then let me name some celebrities here. So, wait, I put some celebrities in the intro, which was very fun. I really the intro. Anyway, yeah, so, celebrities, we got Chris Brown, we got Steve Jobs, we got Billy Joel, Lady Gaga, James Corden, that dude's hilarious, David Blaine, Eminem, LeBron, Nikola Tesla, Will Ferrell, The Weeknd, we got Pop Smoke, Samuel L. Jackson, Bob Ross, Shakira, Isaac Newton, Keith Sweat, Marvin Gaye, almost done, hang on, Scarlett Johansson, Ice Cube, Tom Hanks, Tiger Woods, let me take a break, it's a lot of names, Larry King, Martin Luther King, Walt Disney, and George Washington. I thought it was interesting that George Washington was on here because, like, Life Path number 1, the first number in numerology, he was like the first president and things of that nature. Yeah. So you guys got a fire Isaac Newton too, and Nikola Tesla. Yeah, I would have thought, as much as Nikola Tesla talks about 3, 6, and 9, I thought he would be like a 3, 6, or 9, or like a 33 or something, or no, 22 or something. Yeah, 22. I would have thought he'd be like a 22. He was a number 1. So yeah, and he had a lot of, I guess, weird. When I say weird, guys, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I just mean like, should I special with some more light? Let me see if we're still recording and when it's talking. Oh, it's completely dark. It is completely dark. Wow, y'all really did not tell me it is like literally pitch black out here. Let me step right here. No, but I was saying about Nikola Tesla, he had a lot of interesting ways of living life. Like there was like, I think it was like, he would walk around the block like a certain amount of times or something to tap into certain energies and stuff like that. He'd be cooped up in his hotel rooms. He had a bunch of ideas that people didn't agree with and didn't believe in, stuff like that. Like just like in his normal, like he would fold napkins certain amounts of time, and he would stir things that would go in accordance with like 3, 6, and 9. I guess to tap into that energy or something. I don't know why, but he had his reasons. And once again, you guys have your reasons for doing things, and sometimes only you guys will know why. Like, why am I filming in the dark right now? Because I gotta get this message across. Gotta get this series going. I was very excited. Ooh, a lot of stuff flying. See the lengths I go. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but yeah. So, yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Nah, but yeah, I was talking for like 20 minutes, which is kind of fantastic. But yeah, so I think we'll stop it there. I see, I'm a person that thoroughly enjoys like, okay, not to sound like, but I enjoy like videos like this, like where it's like I'm talking about like my life path number or like my zodiac sign, because like I'm hearing about myself for 30 minutes. No, so I hope you guys enjoyed this information and resonated with it. Let me know you guys' experiences walking as a life path number 1. If you guys are life path number 1s or like 11s, you know what I'm saying, someone with that energy. I have a lot of 1 energy in my chart, so I guess that's why I can talk about it and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing a lot more videos. I'm gonna cover all of the life path numbers. Number 2 is next, number 3 after that, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then 11, 22, 33. Fire. And then we'll just see what else comes up. But yeah, so this is the series we're on now. Like I said, seriously, leave you guys' experiences being a number 1 in the comments if you guys relate to some of the stuff I'm saying, and if you guys have found that no give a f***ness. How did you get to that? How did you get to that? I'm very interested to see how y'all like get there. Like what brings y'all to that point of just not giving a f***. Like Billy Joel or Samuel L. Jackson. Not giving a f***. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm God Johnson. Thank you guys for coming to the channel. Like, comment, subscribe. That'll motivate me to keep these videos going. And yeah, see y'all. Wait, I gotta get my snap and like. See y'all.